And now it's gone. Super. Okay, sound effects are working. Well, that's not the game, that's just me. Good evening. Welcome aboard Obvious Bark. Yeah. It's an old school, very story heavy role-playing game as far as I know. I just know the Geneforge series. Ready your throne. Will do. Will do. Just need to figure out why the why the hell are you not getting captured, you weird game?
Nipple salads!
Spoop and Badger, welcome aboard. Oh, that's a tiny bit small, isn't it? Dun, dun, dun. I saw a setting earlier, which looked like something use the whole window. Draw normal small whole window. Okay, well, we'll see. Yeah, as you can see, there are a lot of instructions to the game. Obviously, I'm not going to read through all of it. That would be a lot. But just the introduction would be nice, I guess. Oh. Yeah, probably because there's so much to read, huh? Probably because there's so much to read. I mean, I'm streaming the first Baldur's Gate, and that is probably a quarter of the amount of text, more or less. Maybe it's one of those games where it's if the streamer can create an atmosphere, it could be a really great thing. I'm not sure if I can do that. Because on Wednesdays I stream games to see what they are all about. So I'm not gonna go through the complete game starting today, but I might just pick it up on a Friday slot and stream it. A warm, cozy nostalgia. Ah, that sounds good. That sounds good. I mean, it's autumn. It's getting cold outside. At least over here it is. So yeah, maybe that's what you need. Some nostalgia. Welcome to the exotic and exciting world of Avadon. Avadon is a turn-based fantasy role-playing game. Ah, that reads nice, doesn't it? You will create a mighty adventurer and take him or her on a quest through the dangerous and war-torn lands of Linnaeus. You will receive missions, fight dangerous foes, find powerful magical artifacts, and try to protect your people from those who would destroy them. Battle in Avadon is turn-based. This means that when you're fighting, action will stop while the game waits for you to make a move. To succeed, you need cunning and tactical skill, not fast reflexes. But I have so much coffee to drink, what to do with all the coffee? The enemies you will face are dangerous, clever, and have a wide variety. That's my... a wide variety is for my German mouth, for unknown reasons, a very challenging thing to say. A wide variety of magical abilities. It will be up to you to figure out how to defeat them. You are a servant of Avadon, the Black Fortress. Oh. It sounded a bit like Avadon, the Black Fortress. That's what you need to, enter. Your leader, Redbeard, oh, I like that, will send you on many missions. Along the way, you might find that you don't approve of how Avadon is run. Aha! You might choose to be a loyal servant of Redbeard, or you might decide that someone else should be in charge. Oh, King me! I like that. You will have to make many decisions during your life as a Hand of Avadon. Will you be loyal or rebellious, kind or cruel? Choice is up to you. And I think I'll take the rest on the fly. Ooh. Select one of the four character types. How is the text size? Can you guys read it? I mean, I will read most of it anyway, so you could just lean back and look at the screen, but if you want to read, you should be able to. Just saying. Please complain if it's too small. I can be a Blade Master, a Shadow Walker, a Shaman, or a Sorceress. Can I be a male Shaman? No. I don't know. Right. The shaman has dedicated her life to nature, and nature in return has rewarded her with great power. She can use her connection to the wilds to heal and bless her allies. And when angered, she can call wind, lightning, and fire to devastate those who challenge her. A shaman is rarely alone. She can call wolves or eventually drakes to serve and protect her. Also, she has the unique ability to heal wounded allies. Yeah, why not? It sounds like a clever choice for a starting character if you can heal wounds. Magda is too much connected, too closely connected to Diablo 3, so it's not Magda. It's gonna be Fire. Also short, ends on an A, but it's a different name. Not Cap Nemo for a change. We want to create immersion, right? Alfonso, the shaman. Hi, my name's Alfonso. Whatever, you know, whatever works. Let's take fire. I will look at the other characters quickly though. The sorceress has dedicated her life to the mastery of arcane arts. Fragile in battle, she makes up for it with the ability to summon forth. Summon forth is such a nice. Clouds of fire, lightning or ice obliterating her foes. But that is not all. A sorceress can cloud the minds of foes, even potentially causing them to fight for her. Jedi mind trick. You can bless allies and curse enemies. You can even use spells to pick locks and disarm traps. Ooh. That should be our rogue / ninja. The Shadow Walkers are warriors of the shadows. Well, they count on cunning and evasion, slipping through the guards of their enemies and delivering lethal blows. They can attack with blades, thrown razor discs, and pots of noxious and deadly alchemical substances, and then vanish into thin air. Shadow Walkers have many tricks to evade, stun, poison, and heavily damage foes. Also, Shadow Walkers can pick locks and disarm traps. Yes. That's what we are not able to do. We need a wolf to do it. A Blade Master is a true warrior. He is most comfortable in a massive suit of plate armor, wielding a sword and shield or a huge halberd, striding boldly into a crowd of foes and sending them flying with mighty blows. Blade Masters are not subtle. Yeah, it didn't sound like it. Blade Masters are natural leaders. Their war cries can strengthen their allies and weaken their foes. They can also challenge enemies, keeping them away from fragile members of your group. Okay, yeah. Bit of crowd control over here and over there. You've got the sneaky type with lots of damage. Or lots of ways to deal damage. And I think Shaman would maybe be my preferred choice anyway. Alright, so Fire the Shaman, Hand of Avadon, Protector of the Black Fortress. Ooh. It has a Torment difficulty. Hey Izu! Good evening, welcome aboard. I haven't even started yet. I'm stalling. Nah, okay, Torment is just... What does casual say? For people who are new to fantasy role-playing games or just want to easily experience the storyline, your foes are far less threatening. Boring. I'm so gonna regret that I said that. The game starts out quite easy, but becomes a challenge as you get close to the end. A nice, moderate difficulty level. Yeah, a lot harder to kill just doesn't sound right. Let's pick normal difficulty. Ooh. You're a warrior of the Midlands Pact. The Pact is an alliance of 5 nations banded together for safety. The Far Lands, enemies of the Pact, surrounded on all sides. Okay, so Mr. Flagbearer here, that's us. Hey, Virtual Chris! Oh, you're feeling under the weather? No! Ah, get well soon, Chris. Thank you so much for checking in anyway. So nice. to say hello anyways. But you get well soon, Chris. Take all the sleep you need. So those are the far lands. Look like goblins and giants or something. These are nations of barbarians, raiders, titans. Oh. Faded, jealous empires, all waiting for a sign of weakness. And who's that in the background there? Maybe Boss Man. A large shadow. Ah, you know the game, huh? Didn't finish it. Well, I will not finish it tonight, but I will start it up. And if it's awesome, it's gonna land on a Friday spot. I mean next year. After I finish Baldur's Gate 1 and 2. Oh man, that's gonna take forever. Oh no. Oh no. Can I go back? Ah! Now I skipped part of the introduction. Damn it. The warriors of Avadon watch over the 5 nations of the Pact. When anyone acts to harm the peace and tranquility of the Pact, Avadon has the authority to destroy them. Its authority and independence are almost without limit. That sounds a bit overbearing, doesn't it? Yeah, the Avernum series and also the Geneforge series are really great. Really great. And this is more, well, not the successor, but it's a follow-up title by the same studio. Avadon's power is not only the outsiders of, is only over the outsiders of the Farlands. Anyone who tries to weaken the Pact from within is subject to punishment. Brigands, spies, politicians, okay, all have reason to fear the eye of Avadon and the attention of its master, Keeper Redbeard. That's Redbeard, I guess. Avadon has watched over the Pact for the 3 centuries. Its warriors wield the finest weapons. Its wizards can learn the most powerful spells. And the Keeper of the Black Fortress, Redbeard, directs them all. That's a lot of power in one red-bearded man's hands. Right? Until next time, Chris. Take care. Get well. See you soon. Few outsiders know anything about Redbeard. There are plenty of rumors. Some say that he has 3 wives, each a deadly warrior. You've heard that assassins try to kill him every week. They all fail, and in turn receive the most gruesome punishments imaginable. Some believe that Redbeard can see into your dreams. Yeah, okay, the rumors are going. Outsiders, if they are lucky, never get close enough to Avadon to learn the truth. But you, today, you will meet Redbeard yourself. You are standing outside the gates of the Black Fortress. You stand on the bridge over a deep, misty chasm. The iron gates of Avadon are before you. Beyond is your new life, full of adventure, danger, power, wealth, and service to the Pact. The Black Fortress looms over you, perched on an enormous granite peak. The gates open a crack, granting you entrance. You step through and your service to Avadon begins. Okay, that's more or less the full window. I think I have game settings. Yeah, the game text size can only be set to larger. That's as much as I can handle. Use current setting. I'm running it in windowed mode and set the window to full borderless window. I hope that works for you guys. Right? If not, just tell me. So let's see. This is, yeah, there's some heraldic notion to Avadon. Welcome to Avadon. These messages will pop up to help you learn to play the game. Click somewhere to move your character. Ah, I see, we get a tutorial. Before we do that... Oh, what's this? A lot of weird colors. I don't think it's supposed to look like that. Okay, quick save is F3. Yeah, okay. F4 to load. But I want a normal save game in the beginning. Just to have a start. Start. Down. The left click to move. Oh, that's rather quick. Got a character picture here. Health values, vitality. Oh, that's covered up. Give me a second. This could be a good spot. That's the character picture. And now you can see it. I've got 17 vitality and 65 health. It says roster. Why does it say roster? My name's Fire. Fire's inventory. This window is where you can pick up and drop items, equip or remove them, or use them. Click on an item, or type the letter by it. Oh, cool, that works. That's the old school GeneForge way to navigate the inventory with letters. It reminds of Ancient Domains of Mystery also, if you know that game. Having letters assigned to it, the item types. Click on an item on the ground to move it to your pack. Click on it again to pick it up. Ground pack pickup. Yeah. Ah, I got an itchy nose. Sorry. How much I'm carrying? 9 pounds. Can get encumbered at 42. I have 100 coins, quick use slots, and scarabs. Okay. There's a junk bag. You open your junk bag. If you don't want an item, put it here. Items in your junk bag can all be sold at once when you're selling items in a store. That is good to know. That is nice. This probably means we're in a peaceful area. Right? Open. We've got mouse over tooltips, which is cool. A tunic, like pants for your chest. So this is a game where you actually have to read the item descriptions. No adventurer should ever be without a nice, freshly laundered pair of pants. I'm wearing a skirt. Okay. Spirit Claw is my basic attack. That's cool. Magic Missile. 12 to 19 energy damage. Coffee time. Oh, that's good. Oh, I didn't have enough coffee today. Not good. Got a journal with current quests, special items, and a codex. Oh, this is good. Look at this. Can read up about Linnaeus. Linnaeus is the name given to all of the known lands surrounded by endless sea. The history of Linnaeus is the history of all living things. Nothing lies past the shore but ocean. Also, they say. Well, actually there are legends. See? There are legends of lands beyond the sea. Centuries ago, supposedly, some brave mariners departed and returned, bearing proof of other lands far beyond. But that was long ago, and any such evidence is lost. If it ever existed. Which it almost assuredly didn't. There are other tales of mad mariners who tried to discover lands across the sea. They have never returned. The dominant power in Linnaeus is the Midlands Pact, more commonly known as the Pact. These 5 nations are locked in the center of the continent. They stand united against the far lands, the many small squabbling powers that occupy the outer peninsulas of Linnaeus. So now we have an idea. It's probably what I skipped early on. The Pact is an alliance of 5 nations occupying the central lands of Linnaeus. Though these countries have wildly different cultures, governments, and histories, one thing brought them together: mutual resolve to end centuries of raiding and devastation wreaked by the far lands, the small powers that surround the Pact. The lands of the Pact are rich and pleasant. They are also flat and difficult to defend. Barbarians, wretches, and titans from the small states at the edge of Linnaeus wreaked devastation for countless years. Then came the rise of Overlord Hanvar of Hoglanda, the warrior and diplomat who united the 5 pact states in their uneasy peace. Now that's a mouthful. Overlord Hanvar Hoglanda. Remember that? There are 3 distinct periods in the history of the pact. The First Age, the Black Age, when the pact was torn apart in civil war, and the Third Age, when the pact was reformed under the supervision and enforcement of the Fortress of Avadon, in which we are currently standing. Very nice. Doesn't look like a fortress. You start to cross Avadon's entry garden. See, they don't have a maze of deadly traps or anything. They have got a garden. Yay. Peace. Considering how terrified most of Linnaeus is of the fortress, it seems rather pleasant. Ponds, nicely tended lawn. To the east is another pair of gates leading farther into the fortress. A pair of guards wearing plate armor and wielding massive swords stand to either side. There's also an elderly man in long flowing robes. Of course there is. He has a pair of what looks like wolves in front of him. He's shouting commands at them. They don't seem concerned. I keep crossing the courtyard to the east. I can record this if I want. That's a feature I'm actually always missing in Baldur's Gate. If you are having a conversation or, you know, access to some lore item or anything, and you think it might be important, that you can decide yourself if you want to record it or not in a special journal. And everything that is necessary to complete the game is going into the journal automatically. Ah, that's how you do it. I still have 100 coins. Okay, perfect. Ah, the guards. It's they play dead. Ah, look at that. Craftmaster Nicodemus. Experimental wolf. Okay, that doesn't sound too good. 2 Avadon guards. Yeah, that's him. Craftmaster Nicodemus. You get closer to the old man and his 2 wolves. Though, from this distance, you can see that something is not right about these animals. Like their lack of hair and their purple flesh and the veins throbbing all along their backs and legs. Ugh. The man in robes is holding up a scrap of meat and giving suggestions like stand, sit, roll over. The wolf creatures don't respond. Then you get close, which gets an instant reaction out of them. They turn and look at you. Then they bare their teeth and begin to snarl. Like one of the reactions below. Okay, now I've got options. Watch them quietly. Because, you know, I'm a shaman, I know things. The twisted wolf things are no longer distracted by the pitiful scraps of meat the old man dangles before them. You seem much softer and fresher. However, the old man and the guards don't seem to react to this. They just watch, silently and with interest. Call back your pets, old man, before I have to destroy them. The old man shakes his head sadly. That is all right. I think it is necessary. You're a hand. You are supposed to aid in my work. This is your job. I will explain more when you're done. Oops. The creatures lurch clumsily toward you. One to your right, one to the left. Then they start to run, teeth bared. Prepare to defend yourself. You have little equipment, but you were not foolish enough to travel through the wilderness without weapon. You're prepared to rid the garden of the old man's pets. When the wolves attack, you will enter combat mode. You will learn how to defend yourself. Okay, we've got a grid. You are now in combat. In battle, all of the characters take turns acting. During your turn, you can move, attack, cast spells, use items, and so on. Press the spacebar to end your turn early. That means it does end automatically if I spend my action points. You see it? It's 8 action points I have. To attack a wolf, left click on it. Defeat these enemies. Later, you will learn about spells and other abilities. Okay. That was a telekinetic punch. Now I'm probably using the apprentice rod with the spirit claw. Shortcut is W. Oh, that would switch the weapon into missile mode, huh? I get good information from the head-up display. It's not the prettiest ever. This would be waiting probably. But it gives me information that I need. The hideous wolf creatures lie at your feet, dead. The guards, realizing that they have a mess to clean up, look annoyed. The old man just looks sad. Another month of work gone. I suppose I must work on my other trinkets for a while. I'm sorry. I'm Craftmaster Nicodemus, one of the mages of Avadon. I think I will be helping you in the future. You called me a hand. I presume I know that. I was glad to help. Who do I report to? All eager. Nicodemus nods. That's the spirit, but you do not report to me. I was only trying to train the creatures here to get away from the chaos inside. I suppose you should see Heart Miranda. I think she's waiting for you, and she will explain what you need to know. Where is she? Craftmaster Nicodemus makes a signal. The gates begin to slowly open. Miranda is inside, directing things. There has been a serious disturbance, and she will be happy for your help. Now, please excuse me. Then he turns into the wolves, going down on one knee to examine them. Go east through the gate to find Heart Miranda. Her position is now marked on the map window. Okay. When no more enemies are visible, you can end combat mode by pressing this button or F. Let's use the button. I wonder what the right mouse button does. Nothing for now. So I walked over to these items that are on the ground. And then I got to the inventory, which makes me... Well, which makes me able to see what's on the ground. And look at it. I could take this meat. They will probably care for me, right? There are clay bowls here. That's weird. Let's make a good impression on our first day, huh? First day on the job. You step into the entry courtyard of Avadon. Fresh supplies are stacked everywhere, waiting to be disturbed. Not disturbed, sorry. To be distributed to the warriors and craftspeople. When Avadon wants something, it gets it. However, the atmosphere of the fort is not what you expected. It is chaos. Guards and workers are running everywhere. You hear shouting in the distance, the smell of smoke, and, you think, blood hangs in the air. After a lifetime of hearing how deadly and invulnerable Avadon is, this chaos is somehow even more worrying. A woman stands in the middle of the courtyard, an island in the chaos, and directs the workers. This must be the Miranda you are supposed to present your letter of introduction to. Don't have a letter of introduction. Secure the gardens. That's another hand. Avadon workers. Yeah, Heart Miranda. Okay. All those crates. Oh, she has a serious look on her face. I like the character portraits. They're very good. Yeah, presenting a feel for the person you're talking to. You walk up to the woman in the middle of the room. Like Craftsmaster Nicodemus, she is wearing long, flowing robes. The traditional garb of the mage. She is in her early 50s. She has served here for a long time. She stops shouting orders and turns to you. Well, pity you didn't show up just a few hours ago. We could have used you. Do you have a letter of introduction? Unfortunately, you were given one before you came here. I think she would, otherwise she would just have eaten me. She holds out her hand for it. Give the letter. She takes the letter and reads it and nods. Then I formally welcome you, Fire, and I declare you a Hand of Avadon, with all privileges and responsibilities attached. Congratulations. He walks up the letter and tosses it onto the floor. A servant instantly collects it and carries it off. Imagine that situation. It's insane. Yeah, okay. Normally there would be a period of settling in, testing and so on, but we have had some problems. All of our hands are out in the field and there is something I need you to do. Now. I'm a hand, what does that mean? That's a bit of a stupid question. What has happened here? You will soon learn that in Avadon you are told only what you need to know. This is for your protection and ours. And what do I have to know? That we are having a very long day and you need to help us to keep it from getting longer. And who decides what I get to learn? Oh, I'm being a pain in the ass. The Keeper and the Hearts, like me. Okay. The questions? Heart Miranda is still directing the workers and guards. She barks out a constant string of orders which are all instantly obeyed. It is fair to say that everyone is terrified of her. What do you need me to do? You know, like reading the room? Okay. Let's do it. She nods. Yes, enthusiasm. That is what I like to hear. We are trying to get things in the main fortress under control, but we have had to send most of our hands away. That means we need you to enter the dungeons and restore order. Round up some stray prisoners. Okay. You do not need to go alone. There are two hands who can help you. They are Sevelin and Natalie. Natalie. Yeah, I believe. She points to the south. On the way down to the dungeons, you can choose one of them to help you. Once you have met the other hands, go downstairs and speak with Mamora. He will tell you what fires to put out. Stairs down to the dungeons are now marked on the auto map. Yeah, over there. What do I need to do in the dungeons? That is up to Mamora. Do what he says. You may use any equipment you may find, and if you survive, it will reflect very well upon you. Yeah, otherwise there will be no reflection upon me, because I would be dead. Okay, let's go. Good. With luck, you will be more suitable to service than the other available hands. Go. Alright, go to the dungeons. It's a new quest. The recent disruption has enabled many prisoners in the Avadon dungeons to escape. Go south and speak with Sevelin and Natalie, the hands who can help you regain control. Then go downstairs, find Mamora and do whatever he tells you to do. Yay. Save game. Prison break. This way, I guess. You enter Avadon's main storeroom, where most of the food, wood, and so on brought to the Black Fortress are kept. There has recently been a fight here. The stone floor is scorched and splatters of blood dot the walls. The wounded and dead have been hauled away. Only one person is visible from here. A young sorceress stands by the scorched area looking down at it. She is smiling. What have I been getting myself into? I want to fight. That's Natalie. Stuff on the ground here. Oh, a rope. I will definitely take a rope with me. This room is secure. She's the one who blew up somebody and is now smiling. There are scary people here. When you get close to the young sorceress, she looks up at you. She's breathing hard, still charged with the adrenaline from her recent battle. I did it! I killed them by myself. Not that I will get any notice for it, of course. She takes a moment to calm down. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm Natalie, a hand of Avadon. I have spent long enough waiting for action that I need to take a moment to luxuriate in it. Yeah, what happened here? The 3 wretches came out of the dungeon. I was in the main courtyard when I heard them. I surprised and dispatched them, but not before. Wretches? Vile little humanoids, dumb and hungry, the scourge of the known lands. I don't know why Redbeard would bother to keep them around. Did they do any harm? They killed the quartermaster, not a warrior, but a good man. I spent many hours speaking with him while waiting for something to do. A minute earlier and I might have saved him. More questions. Natalie has calmed down a little from when you first met her. Still here. Surely there's more to do. I only hope I can take part in it. I'm a hand as well. I'm also a hand. She nods. You have the look and a weapon. I hope you have more luck getting sent out than I do. I'm going to clean out the dungeons. She looks startled. What? You? No offense, but you have been here, what, 10 minutes? When some of us have been waiting. Once again, she calms down. Yeah, I think she's the crazy pyromancer person. But you will probably need help, isn't that the case? Taking one of the other hands with you to share the glory, yes? She's a bit eager, isn't she? Yeah, I can take one hand into the dungeons with me. It doesn't take her long to do the math. 1 hand out of 2. Me and Sevelin the warrior. Well, speak to Sevelin and compare. She looks at the scorched marks. I'm eager and competent. He is, well, you can see for yourself. When you go downstairs, if you wish, I will come and join you, but you will select me, yes? Yes, yes, yes. We will see. You see the gleam of enthusiasm in her eyes. Alright, I will be standing ready. When you enter the dungeons, you will be able to choose who travels with you, okay. So that's Natalie. Hey son, welcome aboard. Good evening. I mean, it's cool that she's enthusiastic about the whole thing. Blowing up people or wretches. There are more things here. A mallet and a pick. Amphora, clay pots, okay. Don't need that. The sign says, oh, automatically reading it. Secured supplies, see quartermaster for access. There are several locked storerooms back here. They probably contain valuable equipment reserved for someone important. Though considering the chaos, you doubt anyone would mind if you borrowed something. However, to get the locks open, you will need to find some lockpicks. You use lockpicks to pick locks. Well, alas, the picks break when used. Shadow walkers and sorceresses have skills that reduce the number of picks you need to open a lock. Wood. Can I use contain? Ah, okay. If I can use containers, they are highlighted. A bolt of cloth. Okay. Opening it, closing it. Animal skin can be sold in a store. And that's the secure lockup here. Okay. Pressure plate or something? There's something in the middle of the room here. Open the door. The door is locked and you don't have enough lockpicks to get it open. You need 2. You need 12. And the gate does not open at all. Alright. Oh, a bottle of wine. You never know when that comes in handy. I will keep watch. Savelin. There is a young warrior standing guard by the passage to the south, keeping close watch in case anything else nasty comes out of it. He turns to look at you. You see that he's about your age. His face bears a nasty scar. running diagonally down his face. Oh, that's a bad one. He says, "Greetings, I'm Sevlin. You are here to stand guard with me? No? I suppose not. We need to go fight now, don't we? I knew the time would come. I'll follow my orders, I always do." "You have been wounded, do you need help?" At first, Sevlin isn't sure what you mean. He looks down at his armor, looking for signs of an injury, and then he realizes that you are referring to his scar and laughs bitterly. "You mean this? This is an old mark. Easy to forget it is there. I only remember it when I look in the mirror, or when a stranger sees me." "And you can still fight?" "Of course, if I am ever chosen for a mission again." That's a bit personal, isn't it? How did it happen? He looks exasperated. "Even if I enjoyed discussing it, this is not the best time." More questions? Sevlin stares morbidly at the southern corridor. Nothing has come out of there since the wretches. Someone will need to go down and investigate soon. He sounds very grim. "I'm going to clean out the dungeons." He nods. "I'm not surprised. Miranda needs to send a hand down there to clean it up. And you show up in need of testing? I'm not offended that I was passed over." "You think you were passed over? Why?" "I do not question the wisdom of Redbeard all the hearts. They choose who to send into danger for their own reasons. I have learned to simply quietly accept." "I can select one hand to enter the dungeon with me." For a moment, his eyes show a glint of interest, maybe even hope. "I came to Avadon to serve. I have spent too long not serving. I was born to fight. I am ready." "What can you do for me?" "I'm a blade master. I can stand toe to toe with your foes, or with our foes, and defeat them with blade and armor. And if needed, I can stand in their way to keep them from reaching you." It said in the description for the shaman that I could summon wolves. Let's take the blade master. Natalie seemed a bit eager to blow stuff up. He pats his blade with a gauntleted hand. "Then I am ready." I wait to be called. So am I allowed to steal stuff? I don't think so. I will do it anyway. That's something. Ah, so you need to be a spotter to play this game properly. What the hell is that? No mouse over on it. It's a gated thing. Alright. You are at the entrance to the Avadon dungeons, final resting place of many foolish enough to fight the pact. You notice that a heavy cloak has been left on a table nearby. It might be wise to put it on before descending into the low tunnels. Cloak. Stand near the cloak. Press this button. Okay. Oh, I can just put it on the character and the slot is picked automatically. Cool. That's 7% extra armor. Use abilities. Okay. Gonna do a quick save here. There's a closed gate here. The nearby wheel might open it. To use an object or look inside a container, click on it. Okay, everything you can interact with is highlighted. That's good. This wheel controls the gate to the dungeons. With great effort, you turn it. The gate opens, clearing your path to the dangerous depths below. Okay. Choose your group. Ooh. Shiny map. Hold down the tab key to see a full map of the area you're in. Well, I've got the mini-map up top, so I don't think I will need that too much. You can still see it, right? Yeah. Ah, look at that, robes. A lantern. A light source for 150 turns. Well, how much is that? Press these buttons to use items. You stand at the doors into the Avadon dungeons, possibly the most terrifying place in Linnaeus. The most dangerous conspirators against the Pact are brought here. Every once in a while, one of them emerges again. It is dark down here. In the absence of guards, the lights have gone out. Happily, several lamps have been left on the table nearby. Get a lamp. Once it's in your pack, press the star button next to it to use it. You can use scrolls and potions in the same way. You will light the way. Okay. Oh, there's no quality option. I'm sorry to hear that, Kane. Especially since this game doesn't require full high definition. Everybody likes the game. That's good to hear. And I think I might like it too. Perpetual also has no quality options, so it's not on me because I'm testing new encoding settings tonight. And buffering. So no quality options for Kane and buffering stuff everywhere, but not over here for Izu. Okay. Well, do enjoy. Let's hope it will last. You walk into the dungeon. Normally the torches would be lit and heavily armed guards would be standing at attention. The jailers would be waiting to collect and process new inmates. And there wouldn't be giant rats everywhere. But the disaster upstairs has left everything abandoned. You can hear shouting and snarling in the distance, but the entry chamber is cold and dark. But not still. As you step onto the walkway, little pairs of lights appear in the shadows to the south. And then they start to move toward you. With the guards gone, the pests in the tunnel far below Avadon have started to emerge. Pests. Time to fight some rats. Alright. Okay. I can't really see how far he can walk. I can just see his direct melee range. Hit for 2 damage. Oh, that didn't work. When you are next to a foe and then move away, your enemy will stop your movement. You will only be able to move 1 space for the rest of your turn. If you need to end your turn early, you can do this by pressing the spacebar or clicking on your active character. Okay, so if you're in melee range, you can move exactly 1 space. That's all I needed. Ah, it was terrified. For a reason. What do you do with sticks? I'm not sure. Let's pick up some sticks. That was it. Cool. A battle log would be nice for this. Maybe there's one. Full combat grid. Ah, okay. I could let the game draw a complete grid and not just the area besides me. I think I will do that. Reasonable thing to do. Yeah, I'm sorry to hear that, guys. Is oh, ale is for everyone. The thing is, I can't do anything. I think that it's a very, very great game, and because I know how scarce time is, all you need is time. Because for a change, I like the user interface. It's not, you know, the game doesn't look like the prettiest game I have ever seen, but it's a clear picture, it's a clear UI, and you know, that's all I need. And a good story. That's for sure. Deviate Fish, welcome aboard. Let's check out this door here. You don't have the key and the lock is too complicated to be picked. I see. There are more ropes here. The kind of rope I don't want to pick up because it's next to a, you know, looks like a torture thing. A pole to which you tie people or monsters. It's really, really looking great so far. How long have I been playing? An hour, roughly. Okay. Suddenly, a reassuring light appears to the north. Someone has just lit a torch. He shouts, "Is that support at last? Come here, quickly." This is a good time to save the game if you haven't already. Because the sign says arrival hall. All prisoners must be signed in. This might very well be a trap. Support? For whom? Avadon is the series from the same developer that is a bit older. Geneforge and Avadon. Basically the same, the interface is a bit older. Different setting, but the principle stays the same. It's story, focus, turn-based combat, more for the reading and thinking players. And if you like a story, you will enjoy it. I have played most of the Geneforge saga, but Avernum I have not played that much. But I would hazard a guess and say all the three series are awesome, if you like the type of game that they are. You emerge into a large office. A fence rings an area with desks, shelves heavy with records. New inmates are brought here and sat down while scribes record their arrival, crime, and recommended processing. That sounds very efficient. There are some chains and cages, usually used for wild beasts and monsters in need of examination. When humans are brought here, they are usually just left on the benches. Few are foolish enough to think they can escape from this place. There is a man in a leather jerkin standing by the far desk. He waves at you. A hand, at least. At last. Hurry. 4 prisoners remain lost. That's the Eye Memora. The last eye on duty in the dungeons walks up to you. He's an aging man with a thick leather jerkin and a broadsword held awkwardly in his hand. He nods to you. I am Eye Memora of Holglander, master of the Avadon dungeons. Yeah, I do hope that he introduces himself like that every time. I am pleased to see you, though I confess I thought that I might have been aided earlier. And I might add, with more force, but we will do what we must. You are the master of the dungeons? He nods somberly. I am. That is why I stayed when the others fled. It is my duty to stay and fight. In safer times, I look out for the prisoners, I keep them safe, which we need to do. And I pull from the information... I pull from them the information that Redbeard requires to protect the Pact. Do you supervise the torture of the prisoners? I think that's what he just said. Imamora looks shocked. Torture? Where do you think you are? The Tavon Empire? Svorgald? Do I look like an ogre to you? Torture is crude and ineffective. Under torture, prisoners say whatever they must to make the pain stop. This is often not the truth. Redbeard requires the truth. How do you get the information then? We secure them firmly to a table. Then we use the scrying magic developed by Avadon's finest mages to extract their thoughts. There is no lying, no escape. We read prisoners until we know all we must, and we look deep within the inmate's soul to see if he or she has been properly terrified and broken. Or, alternately, if the prisoner is still a threat. Yeah, that doesn't sound like it's bad. It's awesome. Mind probing, not a problem. Yeah, 2011 is correct. Yeah, Saturday, right? More Grim Dawn. Yeah, I need to work on the schedule later on. After some Dungeons of Dreadmore, I will have to work on the schedule. I didn't find any time this week yet. I mean, it does say multiplayer on the schedule, but I want to make an event for the schedule on Twitch. And announce it in the Discord also. You know if, Izu, do you know if Mad Cat is also available? Because I didn't ask him. But I think he was with us last time, right? And I'm... not really. Oh yes, tomorrow night is set, Spoonfed Badger. I'm also looking forward to that. That's our secret meeting. Okay, so they are mind probing the prisoners. That's scary stuff. Does it harm the prisoner? No, not at all. Now, some are a bit dazed when they leave here, easily distracted. In a word, broken. But I think that is the result of their total defeat at the hands of Avadon, not of any actual harm suffered at our hands. But it does not matter, the safety of the Pact is at stake. What happens if you see that the prisoner will always fight you? Once we're sure, death. Often I simply don't allow them to wake up from scrying. I direct one of the eyes to simply end their thoughts. Simply. It is the quickest and most merciful of deaths. Imamora's absolute pride and confidence in his work is awe-inspiring and slightly unnerving. Are innocent people ever sent here? All the time. Many is the noble who has tried to rid himself of a rival by forging evidence and having the victim sent to Avadon. However, outsiders do not know of the effectiveness of our techniques. It is a closely held secret. In these cases, the victim is released and the noble is cordially invited to spend some time on our tables. How long does it take? Weeks, even months. The soul is large and dark and full of hidden corners. Happily, the masters of the dungeon work hard. Hopefully, he adds bitterly, they will soon return to get back to their work. They fled after the disaster. Yeah, Saturday is going to be Grim Dawn multiplayer with Perpetual, Izu, and Mad Cat. If he's available, that is. Okay. More questions. Imamora stands stiffly with his back to the wall, waiting for more aid. He is prepared to defend himself against rats or vengeance-seeking prisoners. What else do you need? Where did all the rats come from? Nah, I'm just gonna say Miranda sent me to help because, you know. Imamora nods. It is overdue. Now that we are regaining full control of Avadon, it is time to retake the tunnels. They are infested by a wide variety. There it is again. A wide variety of pests. Rats, spiders, nothing surprising. These must be slain. Also, I have been questioning the keepers as they emerge from the tunnels and go upstairs to safety. There are 4 prisoners who are unaccounted for. These should still be out there in the shadows. You must find them or verify that they have left this level. I closed the gate to the inner caves when I saw that the prisoners were loose. I will try to open it for you. Must they be slain? They must be found. As long as they are located and don't seem inclined to leave, you may spare them, or not. As a hand, you have the authority to decide their fates. Ooh. Power. Scary stuff. Who are the prisoners I need to find? There are 4. He consults a scroll. A wretch named Gross, a Cimmerian savage named Hansi, a tricky young mage from the Tavon Empire named Quiria, and most dangerously, Shadow Tarkus. Of course, that treacherous creature did not hesitate to try to slip away. As the keepers emerged, they told me where they last saw the lost prisoners. It's marked on the map now. Who is Shadow Tarkus? A spy and assassin. A blade for hire, a killer for coin. However, he only works to harm the Pact and the warriors of Avadon. Capturing him was very difficult and required a good deal of luck. If you find him, you may wish to get help as quickly as possible. By now, he is sure to have armed himself. He is very dangerous. I have a very... I have a feeling that this is not... Maybe not Imamora, but Shadow Tarkus. That would be totally cool. The reason I'm having this feeling is because of the introductory note that said he was holding the broadsword awkwardly in front of him. Which is not fit for a dungeon master. He should be able to do that. But if he's an assassin, he usually does not use a broadsword. We'll see about that. Yeah, Izu, you can join us. We're going for a season start, more or less relaxed, casual attempt on Diablo 3. I just gave you a nudge as soon as we start tomorrow. Pretty early because I have to turn in fairly early too. I think I can go until midnight. That should work. That should work. The possibility has occurred to me, however it is unlikely. He has been continuously chained with our most secure spells. Whoever caused this disaster, it was not him. Okay, I was asking if Shadow Tarkus was maybe the reason for the problems. Okay, more questions. Imamora stands stiffly with his back to the wall, waiting for more aid. Okay, Okay, alright. You have found Imamora in the Avadon dungeons. He told you to enter the dungeons and secure them. Hunt for 4 prisoners. Gross, Hansi, Quiria, and the Shadow. And Shadow Tarkus. If any of them refuse to come peacefully, you should kill them. Says the quest log. Let's see. The hunt. Oh. The hunt's on. Raid. The desk. A dagger. Sheet of paper, pen and ink. Can he dual wield? Take the gem. What now? Oh, to use it. Okay. 5th click stacks. Ah, cool. If you have time, that would be awesome. Potion of health. Yay. A potion each. And shackles. Ah, I smell a trap. Something is wrong here. More shackles on the ground. The door is locked. This is a tutorial after all. The sign says dungeon kitchen. Uh-oh. Total chaos, I would say. That's what happens. I think on the ground means, you know, in the room. Because I can see the rolling pin. Where is he going? What's this? A cauldron. Ah, I'm a bit late with the coffee, so I still feel a bit tired. But otherwise, fine. Thank you so much for asking, son. Abilities. Why not try one out? Ooh. Healing chant. Summons the power of nature to heal one ally. 10 turn cooldown. Single ally heal for 11 to 18. Revive a servant. Summons the power of nature to heal damage suffered by your pet. Fatigue. 1 turns to recover 8. So I guess fatigue is what is draining the blue bar, which is called vitality. All a wolf. Nice. Yeah, okay. So fatigue is what drains your vitality. I've got a wolf. And now we have the full combat grid. I think that's... It doesn't look better, but it will help making decisions. Okay, now it's the wolf's turn. Have a scout. Ah, wrong direction. I barely wanted to scroll the map in combat, but that didn't seem to be possible. Ah, finally. The pet is also in combat. 14 damage, not too bad. Critical hit, 1. 1 damage. Nice. Animal skin. This time I'll take it because it explicitly says it can be sold. Okay, that was it. So the wolf is gonna stay. Food. Set for 10 turns. And it's moving around on its own, which is cool. Can I control it if I want to? Talking. Creatures caught by your magic can talk. Other creatures, though, might be able to do it. You need 3 lockpicks for that door. Alright. There's a helmet here. So it does make sense to stand near things that you think are lootable. And then have a look at them. Cannot be picked. It's an exit. I want to check the other side because there's a quest marker there. Huge rat. Again. More rats. I think we can do without the wolf for now. Oh, 4 damage. A spider. No. And I missed. That's a first. Critical hits. And a terrified rat. We don't want spiders. Yeah, it's the new season. That's why I am in. It's a few more days until that season hits us. It's not that season yet, and the light went out. A broken sword. Who needs that? And short swords. Our friend here can use that maybe. Let's compare. Yeah, it's a bit better. Cool. More lockers. And pillows. A towel. You should always know where this is. Aww. References. I like references. That's cool. I can probably craft in this game because I find a lot of wood and stuff like that. Do a quick save. This is a wide natural cavern. It must have been discovered years after Avadon was constructed. It was then converted into one of the feared workshops of the Black Fortress. There are about a dozen stone tables scattered about the room. Each has restraints, a glowing enchanted stone, a chair, and materials for taking notes. It is here that the prisoners of Avadon are brought, so that the eyes can use powerful magic to pull the thoughts out of their minds. Once here, a prisoner has no secrets. Everything they planned, everyone they conspired with, all of that precious information goes straight to Redbeard. He starts to sound like the Emperor in Star Wars. The small barrels I cannot interact with. Oh! A snarling rat. And a green thing. Oh. That's a tough one. Let's use our ability. Yay! Oh, how did the rat survive that? Let's heal our friend here. Nice. Whatever is that? Dice, a cloak, and chainmail. It's 5% extra armor. Our friend Sevelin. And he can also wear a cloak, I guess. Maybe our main character can use that. We're wearing a tunic. Yeah, that's better. Cool upgrades. But why is it so green? Never mind. Oh, we cannot cross here. Nor here. Maybe on purpose. There must be another way to get to Quiria. More rats. Oh, off-screen enemies have a red arrow pointing to them. You see it? That's nice. Alright. Rats are getting bigger. Christmas is always weird, right? I talked to my sister and we decided that we don't give each other presents, but I will obviously buy a lot of stuff for her little one. So that's gonna happen. But we were like, yeah, well, we don't really want anything special this year, so we're gonna make food and enjoy Christmas anyways. That's gonna happen. A smiling rat, that would be weird. And the map is helpful. It really is helpful. But I think the minimap already does a good job. But to see the quest markers is maybe nice. I missed. Damn it. Where's Wolfie? He gone already? Got a spider problem here. Ah, maybe he's already gone again. I can afford another one. He doesn't stay for a very long time though. There you go. There's more rope. I think I'm carrying around enough rope as it is. Okay, more enemies. Ah, damn it. That one is terrified. It should be. Captain Nemo, the Bane of Rats, is on the job. Bane of Rats and spiders. Alright. Oh, there's another gated area here. Quick save. Oh, a loot container. With scrolls, lightning, cone of lightning, a cone-based, an energy-based cone attack with a lot of damage. Quick use. Quick use. Quick use. Yeah, they appear down here in the hot bar, which is cool. You get a health pot and light. Yay, more light. I was hoping for records here to see if the Eye Memora is telling the truth or not. See, I also want the truth. That's a nice agreement to you know, to put a stop on spending, because it's so easy to spend money on presents if you know, especially for kids. Enjoy shopping for the kids. Terrified prisoners. They don't sound so super bad. There is a pale, shaking prisoner hiding in this room. This inmate has been held here for a while. All desire to fight or escape from the might of Avadon is completely gone. Your attempts at conversation are met with terrified babbling. The prisoner does not match the description of anyone you were sent to find, so you leave. And bandages, that's cool. You get bandages. And some wine. Weird setup for a prison there. Nothing on the ground. How about you? Same description, so they are just terrified. Alright. Yeah, that's Gross. That's the one we are supposed to find. There is a wretch hiding behind this cabinet. I said goblins earlier, sorry about that. Shivering and whimpering. Based on his size and tattoos and scars, you suspect that he has a high status among his people. And yet, Avadon has reduced this proud creature to a pool of jelly. When he sees you, he shouts, "Aye! Not hurt, not hurt! I give up. Gross is good wretch. Not hurt, not fight. Take me to cell, please." Remember Garbad? He said the same thing. What are you doing down here? Hiding. Bad spiders. They wrapped me up. Me alive and stuck in webs and waiting to be ate. Bad. Bad. Okay. How did you escape? No, why did you escape yourself? Escape? No escape. Run. I run or be eaten. Too many rats. They swarm me if I stay with biting. Had to go. I was sent to look for you. Yes, yes. Take me to safety. I not do the bad things they say. No, I don't. They say they let me go. Go back to tribe. I want tribe. Please, no hurt. What did they think you did? Weapons. Think I get weapons to give to wretches to fight Avadon. I hear rumors about that. I'll tell them that all. Just rumors. Wretches flapping big dumb limbs. I know nothing, Rio. They believe me. You're going home? Let's say yes. Go home. Be great. Gross, go to Avadon and live. Be great thing if only I live. I need to do something with you. Gross looks hopeful and then terrified. Just take me to cell or leave me alone. No hurt. Stay here. Someone will be here for you soon. Yes, Gross stay. Gross hide. You kill pests. Thank you. Gross be safe now. He returns to his hiding spot. The first part of your mission is now complete. Hunt the other missing prisoners. I don't think he was posing a problem, so... A vitality potion. Cool. That's necessary. Especially if I drink all the wine that I find. Alright, now to... You hear a loud clattering as you return to the scrying room. A portcullis to the southeast slowly opens. Odd. It's as if someone was inviting you in. What does the sign say? Recovery rooms. Give prisoners 15 minutes of recovery for 1 hour of scrying. They call it scrying, huh? So this one opened. Damn. And Spoonfed Badger, I think I will change my mind again 5 times, but I will end up playing the Necromancer after all. But Izu, if you want to play the Necromancer, just say so. I can pick Barbarian. I wanted to play Barbarian again. Or I could go for a Demon Hunter, because I have not played Demon Hunter a lot. So, as you see, it's not cast in how do you say that? Yeah, well, it's an open discussion. As you explore, you notice that Savelin is shaking slightly. Every noise makes him jump a little. For a hand of Avadon, armed and armored, it's odd behavior. Is something wrong? What? Oh, I apologize. It has been some time since I was on a mission. I'm not used to it. Do not worry. I will fight in a way that does honor to my training. Why haven't you been selected for a mission? Perhaps this is not the best time to discuss it later. For now, I will calm and prepare myself. He takes a deep breath and walks forward a bit more composed than before. Who's that? Ah, it's not set in stone. I was about to say it's not cast in iron, but that's not what you say, right? Awesome. Battle tag. Such a nice word. And my nickname. It's very serious. There's a rock. Picking up rocks. Okay, so I cannot cross the large grey ones. Oh, what happened here? More rocks. Yeah, I can't get there. Scout a bit. The tunnel has collapsed. Oh, what? Lex Ram. Who are you? There is a prisoner being held in this room. He's a young man dressed in torn clothes of an unfamiliar style. He stands in the middle of a magic circle surrounded by a translucent field of energy. He is staring off into space, and yet he seems to sense that you are there. Inside the field, he moves and talks very slowly. He says in his odd, painfully drawn-out way, I am X-Ram. I am here to teach. Who put you here? Redbeard. It is my fate. Or what year is it? When did you come here? It was 6,263. A long time. If he's telling the truth, a very long time. Because it's now 6,312. Everyone I ever loved is dead. Poor guy, if he is telling the truth. Lexram stands upright, trapped in the field of energy. He moves very slowly, and his words come out as a long, ghastly moan. His clothes have a very peculiar style. You start to suspect that they went out of fashion years before you were born. You said you're here to teach. I am. An example. I had a choice. I could choose death or to teach. I teach. So I was frozen here. I'm not doing the, takes too long. What are you here to teach me? Never fight Redbeard. Do not try to assassinate him. You will be dead or like me. Why did you choose to live? Hope. Someday I might be free. I thought this is better than the void. I was wrong. Alright, I can consider me taught. I'm going. With a painful glacial slowness, Lexstrom nods inside his magical shell. Yes, keep your thoughts close and they will not hurt you. You have heard what I say. I return to silence. That's spooky. I'm about to pull him out of there. This book is about Hanvar's council. This entry has been added to your codex. Oh! Codex. The 5 states of the Midlands Pact are fiercely independent. They have their own cultures, beliefs, and goals. And to be frank, they don't generally like each other. The alliance is highly productive, but it does not come from love. The Pact states mostly see to their own affairs. They have their own laws, taxes, and so on. The business of the Pact itself is run by Hanvar's Council. This body has 16 members. Each nation of the Pact chooses and sends 3, and these 15 in turn select a leader called the Imperator. Imperator? That's so weird. Imperator. The Council, and in particular the Imperator, speak for the Pact as a whole. Hanvar's Council decides what the 5 states will contribute to the Pact in wealth and warriors. It commands the Legion and the Mariners, the army and navy of the Pact as a whole. It resolves the many disputes between the 5 member states. It decides how to deal with the Farlands and when one of them should be crushed. Again. And Hanvar's Council selects the Master of Avadon, though once the Master is chosen, the Council is subject to Avadon's rulings. Of course, a wise Master will not anger the Council over much. Hanvar's Council has met continuously during the entire existence of the Pact. Of course, during the Civil War of the Black Age, the Council was powerless. Its words were ignored. Now, the Council is strong, and those who mock it, or ignore it, or ignore its words, risk attracting the attention of Avadon. That's a nice story element there, the fortress being, you know, perceived like a person. You hear an ominous clanging sound echoing through the stone halls. Ceremonial halls. Okay, it's a trap. I say it's a trap. This room is far older than the other parts of the dungeon. It looks like it dates back to the earliest days of Avadon. It seems to be some sort of ceremonial chamber. Perhaps rituals of great import, like the swearing in of new keepers, happen here. Alas, before it can be used for anything dignified, it will require quite a cleaning. The escaped wretches to the south have been acting in an aggressively disgusting way here. Wretches? Oh. Yeah. There they are. A pillow! And incense, that has value. More light sources. I think light sources are important. Did they do a pillow fight? Let's get a wolf. Now we need one. Oh, that one could walk a long way. Oh, they did do much more damage than the rats. A bit more. Oh no, why did you miss you? Ah, they have more defense. Or dodge. Finally. Ow. Retribution. Just gonna heal myself now. And that's on cooldown. Oh, there's another one. Right, healing happens automatically after the combat. That's important to know, so you can, you know, save your fatigue, your vitality for when you need it. I'm gonna quick save that. Ceremonial hall, yeah. That's what I'm using right now, but Savelin can get some gauntlets. No, that's not gauntlets. There you go. Another quick use item. Oh, that looks like a guard. A short bow and an iron spear, okay. He should be able to use it. Maybe we use shackles for whatever's around the corner. I'm currently using the short sword. This adds 12% to melee damage. Yeah, it's better. He could also use a short bow. Ah, there's a missile weapon slot extra. Cool. So now I should be able to switch between ranged and, yeah. Okay. A studded leather armor, okay, cool. I think. Not as good as the chainmail, but it's solid enough. Shadowstalkers probably use it. There's a campfire here. Somebody set it on fire with the fireball, it seems. Okay, that's the other side. Beast holding cells. Uh-oh. That's why he's dead. Hansi and 2 thugs. There are 3 escaped prisoners standing by the southern passage. They have scavenged leather armor and blades and they look understandably desperate. One of them steps forward. He salutes you with his stolen blade. I am Hansi, and we are warriors of Chimeria. We will not lose this chance to fight your kind. He looks you over. Though we thought more would come for us. Oh, did we offend? I was actually hoping that you would just surrender. Hansi slowly shakes his head. It is not possible. It simply can't be done. This chance must not be lost. The 2 warriors by his side start to look nervous. The chance to surrender tempts them. Hansi says, be strong. A death fighting the pact is a death with honor. Ooh. I have options here. Why are you imprisoned here? I can't speak for my brothers. He nods at the increasingly terrified warriors to either side. I was caught raiding the villages of the Wildrealm. Wildrealm? How the hell do you pronounce that? The Wildrealm. 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 I'm not sure. I just call it the forest. Your kind calls it attacking the pact, but it is what we Chimerians are born to do. You are from Chimeria, then. He did say that 2 times already. Yes, we are warriors of the northern plains, the terror of the Wildrealm / forest, and the pact. You of the pact call us barbarians, savages. And perhaps that is true. We will take any chance to slay one of your kind before we are brought down. Okay, last chance. Hansi shakes his head. It is not possible. If you were Chimerian, your clan would take me prisoner and ransom me back. But this is Avadon. Here, you will force betrayal from me. All that will be left to me is death or returning in shame, knowing that I submitted to the pact. Can you sneak out? That's not what I'm tasked to do. Nasty game. I mean, it's my first day at work, right? I'm supposed to enforce the law of Redbeard, the all-powerful leader of the terrifying fortress Avadon. I should not question his orders. And he raided villages. Then, if you will not surrender, we must fight. Sevelin nods grimly. He mutters to himself, stand strong, I will not falter this time. Oh, Sevelin has some issues. Hansi says, this is inevitable. The three of them raise their blades. This is our last chance to slay a warrior of Avadon. We will take it. Let's take out the boss first and see if the others yield. I'm not sure if that's possible. When you click an enemy, you will attack with your current weapon. Press this button to attack with your melee weapon, or press this button to use your missile. You can also switch with W. Ooh, 24 damage. Ow, critical. Hansi collapses to the floor, mortally wounded. The fields of Chimeria, I see them. I slew a hand. Victory. Victory. So he did kill somebody before. Then he closes his eyes. Whatever fantasy this foe of Avadon entertained in the last moments of his life, it is over now. Ah, the others do not yield. I had a bit of hope there. Yeah, okay, they stopped me. Your character is low on vitality. Using your more powerful abilities fatigues you, draining vitality. When you're out, you can't use your strong abilities anymore. To cure fatigue, return to Avadon or an arrival pylon. You can also drink a potion of vitality. The bow is powerful. I'm a bit surprised. Actually, let's heal ourselves. Ow! All those critical hits. Oh, come on, why did you miss that one? Gonna switch? I don't lose my turn when I switch weapons, that's interesting. Shield. I get a parry chance and +1 dexterity, and I can use it. Broadsword. A broadsword, that one. Minimum strength 6. How do I see the characters? Ah, we haven't seen this yet. The character sheet. I really like what this game does. Obvious Spark said it earlier when he was in chat. What did he say? Let's scroll back. The spiderweb games give him a warm, cozy nostalgia, and that's exactly what I'm feeling right now. It's like, oh, this is like it's supposed to be. You know, in a role-playing game, fantasy role-playing game. I really, really like it. But that might be obvious. Also, it's 10 p.m. I want to switch to Dungeons of Dreadmore soon, but I'm going to try to finish this prison part of the game, which is the introduction, it seems. Specializations are available. You gain one at 5, 15, and 25 character level. And you have a skill tree. Oh, cool. Second wind. He can also heal himself. Okay. A war cry. Blade sweep. Hamstring. Archery training. So there's a ranged version. Path of the blade. Path of the Berserker. And the shield. Ah, okay, so he can taunt. Oh. And strength 6 is necessary to use a broadsword. Okay, and then there are a lot of resistances, more than I would have anticipated. Armor, magic, fire, cold, poison, acid, mantle, and curses. Okay. Curses. XP is visible, current, and needed to level up. Sorry. There is a pen to the south. Livestock was recently held there, perhaps to serve as food for something much fiercer and larger. Now there are rats in the pen, gnawing bones and drinking from the watering trough. They haven't noticed you. Sometimes a creature will be inattentive. You can sneak past it. If you get too close, a question mark will appear over its head. If you stay close to it for too much longer, it will notice you. Yeah, there they are. I mean, yeah, I could avoid. Food. I found food. What's this? It looks like there's something there. Oh, okay. There's a pick. And a shovel. I mean, I could avoid them. Also fight them. Yeah, okay, now they see. Yes! One shot it. A huge rat. Oh, that spear is cool. We've got bones on the ground, like it said in the description. What's up here? Finally found a lockpick and some coins. Yay! Yeah, a tunic. I'm not sure how much a tunic is worth. And a hatchet is something like a pickaxe. It is not a weapon. Apparently. More hatchets. Okay. The lock is too complicated to be picked. When you enter this cavern, you stop for a moment, amazed. It's a huge natural dome dominated by a strong natural spring. The builders of the Black Fortress must have known this chamber was here. If Avadon is ever under siege, it will not lack for water. That's clever. The chamber is not part of the dungeon. There is a wide shaft in the ceiling over the center of the room. Large, dried-up scales litter the floor. And the walkways are covered with deep claw marks. This is a guest room for particularly large and notable visitors to Avadon. Dragons, for example. Ooh! No such beasts are in residence at the moment. However, on the stone dome rising in the middle of the spring, you can see a lone human. He watches your approach. Dragons! Is it a good thing that she watches my approach? I'm not sure. There's a nest. It's still damp and twitching slightly. Ew. A limb. Mortar and pestle. Coins. Mortar and pestle sounds useful. So that's how you get here. Queria, the weird mage. Yeah, okay. This island is where creatures like dragons rest when they visit Avadon. They enter through the shaft in the ceiling directly above you. The only person on the island now is a middle-aged woman. She wears long, torn robes. She's not yet pale and twitchy. She must have been a prisoner here for only a short time. She looks at you wryly. So this is who they sent to bring down Quiria? This is all? Turk said there would be more before he left, but that is my punishment for trusting him. You saw Shadow Turkus? Where is he? Gone, fool. You think that given such a chance you would be able to hold him? He said he would return to help me, but I knew that he would take no risk on my behalf. So why are you brought here? Why did your spies in the Tavon Empire bring me here? They thought I and others were conspiring against the pact. Who? You'll never know. Soon I will be dead. I'm here to find you. Return to your cell or you will die. Sevelin quietly watches her, prepared to charge the moment she does anything suspicious. Maybe it's your imagination, but he seems to be shaking slightly. Quiria maintains a calm composure. No, a chance to die before my soul is invaded is a gift. I will accept my death like a daughter of the Tavon Empire. You sound like a Cimmerian I just met. Her composure breaks for a moment. She's offended. That was my intention. I am from the Tavon Empire, the core of civilization that once ruled most of Linnaeus. And you compare me to those barbarians. All we have in common is hatred for you, nothing else. You Farlanders throw your lives away easily. Our lives are as valuable as yours. I die proud with the satisfaction of knowing what will happen to your kind after I'm gone. Come on, surrender. No, my time is done. She holds her hands out to either side. A nimbus of light appears around them. I am prepared. I only wish to kill one of your kind before I die. The mist at the edges of the island starts to coalesce into translucent forms. She holds her hand out and a bolt of fire flies toward you. So she's got pets. I've got a pet. Oh, she can summon spiders, cool. Oh, fire damage. More spiders. Okay. I got her. Quiria collapses to the ground. She's not long for this world. She starts to whisper. You have to lean close to hear what she says. Tarkus Diles, avenge me. Who is Diles? You will learn. You. The honor of the Tavon, she whispers. Then she closes her eyes for the last time. You notice that she has a key hanging from her belt, stolen during her escape from the cell. You take it. Through the mist to the southwest, you can just make out a closed door in the wall of this huge chamber. Level up. I think we got another strength point also. Just in time to catch the blow. Sevelin turns to you. His face glows with enthusiasm. We have succeeded. I admit I was concerned. I did not think I could fight well. Thought I would be of no use, and yet those foes of the pact, they fell before us. I am grateful that you chose me. My dark time is done. I am a warrior of Avadon. Oh boy. What about Shadow Tarkus? From what the Tavon mage said, the fourth prisoner is gone. We should report back to the jailer quickly. Be ready, we are not safe yet. Of course, let us get back to Imamora and report what we have learned. The hand's enthusiasm does not fade. There's a bed here. Weird. Student's robe. +1 to magical mastery. An iron breastplate. Yeah, I need strength 5 for this. The pressing C picks up the stuff on the ground. A leather belt. A sage's rod. Okay, that's for me. Never sent to know for whom the belt holds. It holds for 3. No, it holds for thee. Okay. Let's go with something to say. So strength 6 is something that you need to look for. Yeah, this one's better than what I'm using. What's magical mastery? It's a sorcerer skill. Okay. So it says here that I can increase a skill or pick a new one. And the attributes are, you know, you get the bonuses on level up automatically. You cannot pick it. So the skill system is not overly complex. You cannot increase the challenging thing. Oh, you don't increase the skill? You wait for your character to get level 3? Or what? How does it work? Oh, I was not clicking the plus sign. Okay, so you can pick it yourself. Obviously, I'm going to pick the strength. And then I can increase one of these. Delivers a vicious blow. Path of the Shield. Increases resistance to magical damage by 3%. Ah, okay, you don't need a shield really. This is called Path of the Shield. I like the taunt thing. But this sounds good. Parry, and after that, at level 7 you can also return damage. Cool. So it's time for a piece of armor and a broadsword. This spear might be better. It adds 2% melee damage, but I like the high damage value there possible. Hey, peer pressured. Welcome aboard. Ah, yeah, because of the skull, huh? Never send to know for whom the bell tolls. It tolls for thee. Yeah, it does. It does. Okay, there's a bed. I'm gonna save the game now. We've got a key, which is cool. Just don't know which door. Trash. The coins. A gold ring. Oh, that's a good find. And a pointy stick. Oh, look at this. What this game does not have, I think... Okay, the skulls are all the same. I think it's not randomized. Southern cells. Wretches here. 2, 4, 5 of them. We should be fine though. All armored up. Ah, it's more than them. But yeah, Sevelin does the damage. I'm gonna save my vitality points for healing. I leveled up too. Cool. And leveling up does not increase the vitality. Enemies also regenerate a bit of life per turn, it seems. Yeah. Interesting thing. Level up. Well, endurance increases your health, gives you 5 more points of health and extra vitality, which is good. Also causes enemy cold poison acid attacks to miss more often and do less damage. Makes your magical attacks hit more often, do more damage. Also causes enemy attacks, mental attacks to miss. Dexterity reduces physical fire and magic attacks, damage, and makes them miss. To act sooner in combat. Okay, I'm gonna pick endurance. I think this is an endurance intelligence-based character. Spirit Claw, that's my standard attack. Hitting multiple enemies would be cool. Beast Focus. Every level of this skill adds 1 level to all summoned creatures. Summoned pets appear with War Chant, okay. Hardiness. More health and some resistance. Healing Touch. Summons the power of nature to heal 1 ally. More powerful healing, I think. Can remove curses or hostile effects. And can heal all nearby allies later on. That's... Creates a rain of poison mist damaging everyone in the area. It says everyone, so I'm probably gonna also hit my allies. Yeah, let's increase our summon wolf. Oh, the wolf appears with the Curse Howl ability now. I got 2 points. Did Sevelin also get more points? No, apparently not. Why? Good evening indeed. Oh, I don't want to stop playing this game. I do want to get further in Dungeons of Dramor though. Conflict. Oh, what's there? I need 9 lockpicks to... Okay. Can't be picked. I've got 1. 1. Oh, what's on this table? Light sources and razor discs. Sounds super cool. Okay, I think this is where we entered. Yeah, this is where we entered. I'm not ready yet to tell the guy what happened. Ah. Oh, I can put a quick spell. I've got quick spell slots, okay. I want to explore some more. Because I still have a feeling that something is off with that shadow in the beginning. Too complicated to pick the lock. Ah. Alright. I just found one lockpick. That's not enough to get any of the doors open, I think. So, one idea is you can find more lockpicks. Example in here. No. No. Yeah, the ceremonial hall doesn't contain any lockpicks. The poor guy in the trap. Oh, this one's closed now. Ah! Gosh darn it. Alright. Are we going back on foot? Gonna take them a bit. But I think wayfinding is active. Yeah, they're coming. There they are. It looks like I should be able to get through there, but I think it said it's impossible. Just making sure. Don't want to miss anything. Can't be picked. Okay. Yeah, this is a good game. If you are into story, it's a great game even. I like that it is scripted. Not every game has to be randomized. It's really a large world to discover and, you know, a nice story to play through. With a lot of choice for the character. Potion of recovery. Cooldown reduction, 6 turns. Cool. It's not for prisoners, really. So I'm gonna try to get into this one now. Did I check that barrel? I think so. I did. Yeah, I need 3 for that. And I think 6 for this one. Oh! I opened the door. Did that cost me a lockpick? It did not. I missed this one earlier. An edged leather cap. That's a bit better than the one I have. No, it's not only a bit better. It has 10% chance to evade and 1% extra armor. That's a lot better. And then that's a missile weapon, a javelin. And I can use it. That's cool. Ah, so I've got 2 ranged weapons now. Okay, that was that. Yeah. How could I have missed this room? Ah, it's easy to miss stuff here. A lot going on. Yeah. That was... Okay, that text event is triggered again. Yeah, another terrified prisoner there. More wine. A blessing crystal. Battle blessing affects nearby allies. War chant for 8 turns. Shield chant for 8 turns. Alright, that sounds very, very cool. A robe gives 5% armor. Right. Kind of hoped for him for a secret message, like the eye is dead or something, so that I know that it's not, you know. But I think my theory is wrong. It is really Imamora and not the escaped prisoner acting as if. Ah, that would have been so cool. Story turning like that. Just a quick save and talk to Imamora. Imamora stands stiffly with his back to the wall, waiting for more aid. I have information on your 4 prisoners. You tell Imamora what happened with the prisoners. He takes notes on your findings. Yes, well, none of these results are surprising. The death of Quiria is most unfortunate. I believe that we could have learned much from her. Another unfortunate result of the accident upstairs. And as for Shadow Tarkus, I will inform Hand Callan. As for you, please convey my gratitude to Heart Miranda and let her know that my need for aid has not ended. I wish you a productive time here at Avadon. Scary. Where did all the rats come from? The deep cells. There is a network of old tunnels and cells below the main dungeon that was abandoned and sealed off. It is a home for pests, rats, spiders, other beasts that are sure to emerge. Why haven't those cells been sealed off? We have considered expanding into them, rebuilding and so on. This disaster is making me reconsider those plans. And how can I go down there? Imamora points to the southeast. The stairway down to the old tunnels is in the secure cells. However, I can't give you the key to the cells. You must obtain it from a superior, such as, say, Hand Callan. Okay, thanks. XP! Quest done! Cool. Let's return the quest and then we can call it for this game for today. Oh, where's Sevelin? You return to the main floor of Avadon, eager to report to Heart Miranda of the successful completion of your first mission. Your potential companions have returned to their quarters, waiting to be called back to duty. They've got... Okay, when in Avadon, you can visit your companions and speak with them. You can also access their inventories and change what items they have equipped. When you leave Avadon once again, you can choose who will come with you. Ah, okay, so you can do inventory management and they are sort of your party, but you can choose who to take on missions. Well, 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 interesting. Okay, wait, let's save the game here. The quest shall be done. I hope. Is that Callan? Yeah, that's Callan. Heart Miranda is still directing the workers and guards. She barks out a constant string of orders which are all instantly obeyed. And the dungeons have been secured. I think I should salute. You tell Heart Miranda what happened in the dungeons. She's furious, though happily not at you. The holding pen's empty. Tarkus gone. Someone has had a successful day's work. Still, you have done well and under difficult circumstances. I think you have earned a long rest. Settle in, find your feet, get supplied. She gives you an amulet on a copper chain. A yellow stone dangles from the end. This will give you passage into the areas of Avadon you are allowed to explore. Your quarters are southeast of here, near my office. One more brief task awaits you, and then you can go settle in. What do I need to do? Redbeard always meets all of his new servants. Even on this difficult day, I do not think he would wish his orders ignored. Ascend into the central tower and speak with him. She points to the east. The stairs are in the central chamber. Would you like some advice? Yes, please. Redbeard has been bringing about the deaths of foes of the pact since long before you were born. Your life is meaningless to him. Only the pact matters. I would remember that before engaging in any youthful impudence or mischief. That is all. If you need me later, I will be in my office near your quarters. She returns to shouting orders. Yeah. Alright, we get to meet the boss. Quick save. Now we want to meet the boss, obviously. Who's that? Guard. This round hall is the center of this floor of Avadon. A spiral staircase dominates the room, rising 30 feet straight up and through a hole in the ceiling. Huge, emotionless, unblinking guards watch the chamber, ready to instantly impale anyone who seems the slightest bit untrustworthy. You concentrate on looking trustworthy. These stairs lead up to the chambers of Redbeard, Keeper of Avalon, the merciless guardian of the Pact, whom you now need to face. You shudder. I think it's all smoke and mirrors. Part of it, maybe? This is the first floor of Redbeard's tower, where the Keeper of Avadon meets with the hands, eyes, and hearts, as well as the assorted diplomats, supplicants, and courtiers who come to ask for help or mercy. It is far quieter up here than downstairs. Nobody wants to be the loudmouth who irritates Redbeard. It can be very dangerous. You can see his hall to the east. Several people wait patiently outside his chambers, hoping that he will decide to spend a few minutes hearing petitions. He usually doesn't, especially in these chaotic times, but they wait anyway, for day after day. Okay. Will he see me? There he is. You step into Redbeard's audience chamber, the place where the Keeper of Avadon greets outsiders. And, for the first time, you lay eyes on the master of the Black Fortress, the man who has kept Linnaeus trembling in fear since decades before you were born. He sets down a goblet, casually wipes his mouth with his sleeve, grins, and waves you forward. A new hand, and a good time for it too. Step in here, let me have a look at you. At last you stand before Redbeard, who is alone in his enormous stone hall. He looks like a jolly fellow. He's not what you expected. He's a massive man, over 6 feet tall and broad of shoulder. The hair and beard that are his namesake are, as expected, bushy and fiery red. He looks like he's only a few years older than you. Which, considering that he has been the Keeper of Avadon for almost 60 years, is a little odd. But the strangest thing is his mood. Despite the chaos inside and outside his fort, he seems strangely jolly. A genuine grin doesn't seem to leave his face for a moment. He steps forward to clap you on the shoulder. Welcome, new hand. Welcome to Avadon. I thank you for your welcome. He nods. Politeness. Good. Manners are a valuable thing to have out in the wilds. A good blade, of course, and knowledge of the rightness of our cause, but calm and a kind word can do so much, eh? Even in these chaotic times, I always greet my new recruits. I never send anyone to risk their lives without at least that little honor. And of course, there's one small bit of business. What is that? He stands up straight and adopts an air of bemused self-righteousness. I, Redbeard, Keeper of Avadon and Defender of the Pact, offer you the honor of being a hand of the Black Fortress. Do you swear to obey our orders and give all for the safety and security of the Pact? I do swear. Good to hear it. I guess now you have no chance of being a spy or assassin. Not if you swore an oath. He winks at you. Now, I have a question for you. What is it then? All come here to serve the Pact, though they have very different ways to do it. Some that involve serving me, and some that, well, oppose me. But service is never the only reason. Not with so much wealth and power available, eh? So tell me. And I assure you I have heard everything. What do you want here? Shaman in tune with nature. I haven't really thought about it. Really, all the work to come here, and you have no idea what you wish from your life. Fascinating. And not the slightest bit suspicious. Still, focus on duty is appreciated. I suppose then, that is all. I must return to my work. There's something I need to know. Well, I will find out. Where should I go then? Back to Miranda and quickly. She will have much for you to do, and I must do my best to hold back the limitless chaos out there. He makes a grand wave with his hand. Then one of the hearts comes in, her arms full of maps and scrolls, and he returns to work. Okay. Go back downstairs. Your new employer is a weird person. When in Avadon, all of your characters can shop, equip items, and sell unwanted gear. When on the inventory screen, click a character's portrait to see its equipment. Yeah. Okay. So, that was the first look at Avadon the Black Fortress. I would say that was one of the better looks at games in the last weeks. I'm a fan. I will play it, and I will hopefully complete it very soon. It's exactly what was missing from my recent playlist. So yeah, I think this one is gonna get a treasure / cargo. Because cargo for everybody who's not really into reading a lot. This game might still offer some challenge when it comes to tactical battles. What we have seen now was the tutorial on normal difficulty. If you're experienced with games like this, you can probably start on hard. I'm not sure how the difficulty ranks up though. I'm not sure how quickly it gets really hard. Because this looked fairly easy now, but it is getting tougher soon. And yeah, skill system is decent enough. It's nothing too complicated. It's about the story and the combat. And focus, I think, is slightly on the story over the combat, which is cool. And I think the writing is perfectly done well. And not too serious, right? That's good. I think it's believable. I think that's the word. Really good. Okay, I'm going for a quick break now. I'll be back in roughly 20 minutes to play some Dungeons of Dreadmore. Oh, limit to the characters you can use to describe your save game. Yeah, right. Dungeons of Dreadmore with the still alive character Vampire Pirate, I think. Yeah, let's see how much I can do tonight. I'm not too long stream, but until midnight might be possible. Yeah, you're welcome, Mizu. I hope you did enjoy, and I thank you all for watching. I can safely say if you're into role-playing games that have a focus on story, pick this one up. It's I think it's a safe bet. This is a good game. I think I can say that. So yeah, I hope you did enjoy. Thank you so much for watching, and see you later. This is Captain Emo signing off for a short break, guys. Ahoy. Let's see about the hotkeys. Oh, they work. Wrong screen though. See you in a bit.